Coming at you from Tokyo, Japan, my name is Dave and this is my 98 Toyota Altezza. As you can see, it has ITBs on it, panic ones at that. You might remember from a previous video I said that I thought that the velocity stacks were too short. I don't think these are going to be long enough. I've seen dyno results from this and I believe that a longer velocity stack will give you more mid-range power. Turns out I was right. Panic released these. These are the 25mm spacers that make the velocity stacks longer. All you get in the box is a sticker, some bolts, and the spacers. So let's put them on. Panic also sell a pipe across backing plate, so in theory you could maybe use the pipe across filter on this, but I don't like my chances. Let's pull it all apart and see how it sort of goes together. These need a good clean. My stacks are actually pretty scratched up, but don't worry about that. It won't make a performance difference at all. I'm kind of tempted to glue the spacers to the trumpets because getting them in is probably going to suck. Yeah, gluing the spacers to the trumpets might be a great idea. Might be a terrible one too. Right, okay, so let's get a spacer out, or get a spacer or two. What do they look like? They're literally just that. It's just a spacer. If you think of it as just a spacer, they're actually quite expensive in my opinion. However, what they give you, it's kind of worth it. I mean, you'll have to decide for yourself whether you think it's worth it or not. I just want to see if a pipe across filter will fit. Because these are fairly simple, I was thinking about making them myself, but at the end of the day, like, just pay the man. Like, I couldn't be bothered in the end. It is a lot of effort. They're not exactly perfect, like there's some scratching in there straight out of the box. Yeah, I wouldn't call them perfect, but they'll do. It won't affect performance in any way. I'm sweating. It's summer again. This is one for the 20 valve ITB, so the holes are in the wrong spot, but it's going to give us an idea of whether you could actually use the panic one on this. And you can see right away that it hits there up this way. Up this way. Yeah, that's a solid no too. Hits on this. Even with this modified, mine's modified to be smaller than the stock one, and that's a solid no. So if you're thinking about buying these and using the pipe across filter on your Altezza, think again, that won't work. The only way you could do it would be to reroute these hoses. It's probably not that stupid difficult to do. Maybe, like, this one, although the TPS is right there, I don't know whether you'd be, like, if you could get a hose that came 90 and then came back up again and then S'd, then yeah, maybe this way. I can't give you a yes or a no, it'll fit or it won't fit. If you can get that to move back over there, then I would say it's possible, plausible. But yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, so what are you doing, Dave? Well, now that we've test fitted it, I'm commenting on that they're not perfect, and yet I'm going to drop them and scratch them installing them anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. This is probably going to have a little bit more of an aggressive look to it as well, because the trumpets will stick out further than what they did before. They were pretty much flush before, and they won't be anymore. This is a bit fiddly. We knew that going in. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's actually a little bit easier with my setup because I can get my fingers to the thing. I've always had a bit of trouble with the thread on this hole. I mean, this sucks, but it's not impossible, which is the main thing. Well, it's the important thing, isn't it? I do this up loosely first so that I can get everything lined up and then come back later and tweak it. Didn't need these cutouts. What I think what might have been cool is if this side had have come off to the square so that you had one bolt holding this onto the ITB and then this could bolt through it. You know what I mean? That way you wouldn't be juggling three things trying to put it together. To be fair, it'd be a lot easier if I wasn't installing it into this cup that I've made. The biggest question though for me is, does the pipe across fit anymore? Because it fit before. Does it fit now? The answer is probably no. Nothing comes with torque settings, so you just have to do them up tight. I don't know how tight. I guess that's probably tight enough. Who knows? How you like me now? Is that better? They stick out. Is that better than before? Oh, it might be. Yeah, that's better. That looks better. You really get a sense of there's trumpets here. Yeah, it's pretty rad.